Am I sitting down or am I standing up? Do I need to sit down to this? I didn't know if it mattered on my voice here. All right, really just super proud of our team. New coming up here, Louisville is, man, they are on a great path. I cannot say enough about Coach Satterfield and his staff and what they're building here. Very easy to see on tape the type of fight that this team was going to have. So give them a lot of credit. They really played us tough. We knew it was a game we were going to have to eventually knock them out because they were not going to give up. And you saw that in all their games that they played. And eventually that's what happened. We were able to take the game over. And the biggest disappointment was the first quarter. We left a lot of points on the field. Had a lot of offense at halftime, but didn't have the production on the board. Just missed some throws, but finished up with 551, rushed the ball for right at 300 yards. Travis Etienne, back-to-back weeks, just outstanding, 192 yards rushing. But to me, I'm just really proud of Trevor. He was about as bad in the first quarter as you could be. 3 for 7, 2 interceptions, and I don't know, maybe 9 yards or something. Just like I think that's like negative, and whatever your rating is. And but he comes back and finishes 20 of 29, 3 touchdowns, and that's what great players do. I love that. It's all about how you respond. And he was disappointed. He just tried to do too much. They're dropping all the coverage, and they picked just 2 bad interceptions. And then he missed JC on the one that probably would have scored. A little high, and then we ran the bootleg in the second half and should have hit Luke. So he really had 4 plays that were bad plays in the game. But outside of that, wow, he ran the ball well. He showed great leadership, and we're growing through a little adversity with it. You win the game 40 whatever to 10. You think, oh, what kind of adversity? But there was plenty of adversity, plenty of challenges in that game. And it's a 4-quarter game. And so I'm just proud of our guys and how they responded. I'm really proud of Trevor and how he responded because, again, he finished up exceptionally well. I think 6 different guys scored touchdowns. Our offensive line was awesome. They took it over up front. I think we did end up with 1 sack, but really did a great job. Defensively, this bunch had been coming in about 490 yards a game. And we held them to 263, and they'd rushed the ball for about 200 on just about everybody. So super proud of our defense. Xavier Thomas out today. That was a big loss for us. Justin Foster steps up, 3.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, caused interception. Just really, really proud of him. Isaiah had a sack. Chad had a sack. And Tyler Davis had a sack. But the biggest thing was the 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and the fumble, and then 6 sacks. So we really controlled the line of scrimmages on both sides. But they got a really good. They were like 16th in the country in offense coming in. They can score. They got a great scheme. They did get outside of us too many times, but just really proud of our defense. We had a stop on downs, and great job. But to me, our special teams. Just super proud of our special teams. Our kickoff return, Joseph Ngata, he has really done a great job for us. We needed to get a little something going on punt return, and we were able to spark a couple of plays there and just get a first down and just create something positive there. I know we did have the one muff ball by DK, and great effort by Ngata in recovering that ball. But super proud there, and then Potter. How about old Potter? He's had a tough week, and so everybody needs a little sugar every now and then, and he's really proud of him, and it's just his mindset. And again, that's why sometimes we all need our butts kicked every now and then to just kind of refocus a little bit. And it was great to see him go out there, and he wasn't going out there. He went out there mad. He went out there to nail it, and he did. And it was just awesome, no doubt, and just his mindset. So really proud of him, and it's just kind of cool to see him respond the way he did, and hopefully that'll get him back on track. But really proud of our team. We were ready to play. Guys are hungry. We were focused. Last time we were on the road, I didn't like our focus. I thought North Carolina was more eager to win the game than we were. But that was not the case today. These guys were focused, unbelievable effort. They were passionate about winning. Again, that don't mean that you don't make some mistakes. We had a few mistakes, but just their focus and mindset was really, really good, and that's good to see back-to-back weeks like that. So another big division game this week, trying to just keep it going. Boston College coming in here next week, and we'll be ready for that. But really proud of our team and something we can learn from. Disappointed in Booth. That's really disappointing. That's not who we are, and that's not who he is. The one thing I can say about Andrew Booth is he's one of the best young people from an unbelievable family. And if you'd have asked me, if I'd have had to list, 1 through 100 who most likely to do something like that, he'd have been at the bottom of the list. So just kind of really disappointed there. But there'll be some consequences involved with that. But apologize to Coach Satterfield and Louisville. That's not acceptable behavior at all. And but he'll learn from it. And again, it's not indicative of who he is either. But heck of a game and great day, beautiful day. So we're excited to get the win and head back home for the next couple weeks in the Valley.
Yeah, but what does it say about Trevor's ability to just kind of forget that last play and move on like he did in that second quarter?
Well, I mean, you're not going to be a great quarterback if you can't do that. Because when you play that position, you're going to have some, I mean, I watched Brett Favre in his last ever game. Now, Brett Favre's one of my all-time favorite players. In his last ever game, trying to go to the Super Bowl, and he rolls to the right, and he's played for 42 years, and what did he do? He throws across his body. I think I'm right? And the ball gets picked, and he knows he ain't supposed to do that. He's played a million years, but he was Brett Favre his whole career because he was mentally tough. And, because when you play that position, you're going to get judged on how your uniform looks. You're going to get judged on everything that you do. So there's a certain mental toughness and thick skin and the ability to, that windshield mentality to look forward, just let it go. Because I've been around players in the past that, one bad play is going to lead to 5 more. You can just count on it like clockwork. But I'm really proud of him because and there's really nothing to say. He just made 2 terrible decisions. They dropping everybody. I mean, the guys are, he just got to check the ball down. And he knows that. But sometimes I think he's a little too confident in not only his arm but his receivers. But, it's all about how you respond. I mean, we can sit around and focus on them 4. He had 4 bad plays. I don't know how many plays we had in the game, but he had 4 bad plays. And we can sit around and focus on that. Or we can focus on all them good plays. And that's what I choose to focus on. We'll learn from that. But, man, what a job he did, for the next 3 quarters or whatever. I mean, just awesome. Got in rhythm and ran the ball tough, made good decisions, and, really got a lot of people involved. We had a bunch of guys touch the ball. So, really proud of him.
You said there wasn't much to say. Did you say anything to him about those throws?
Yeah, it's stupid. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's just no explanation. I mean, it's just bad. That was just bad football. I mean, what did they say to Brett Favre when he came off the field and he thrown it? What do you say to Brett Favre? Like, you don't have to say anything because they know. Like, oh, my gosh, what was that? Just trying to do too much. And literally, when they're intercepting it from behind you because they're so deep and you're throwing down the field, you got to take what they're giving you. And he came back and did a great job. But yeah, just don't. I want to know, what were you thinking? And then I listened. I was just, well, that's stupid. No, that's not. That's like the worst football ever. All right, well, let's go to the next play. And so just tell them the truth. Really, nothing more you could say.
First off, like you missed the field goal. Potter came back in for extra points. Is that just rewarding Potter for the good play?
Well, I mean, just it's a short-term contract. It's what it is, man. I mean, it was a bad kick. Sawicki didn't. He had a bad extra point, The first extra point was not good, and then that just a bad swing at it. And he's been really solid, but so just threw Potter back in there. And we'll just keep on rolling. Keep on rolling.
Coach, so many people asking questions about your defensive line going into the season. What can you say about Venables and the job he's done with the defense through 7 games?
Yeah, he's done an awesome job. Brent always does a good job, but it's the whole staff. I mean, Ski and Todd, Brent would be the first one to say, man, what a great job those guys do. I mean, they do an awesome job. Brent, nobody works harder. Just amazing preparer every week, and he's just so passionate about it. But man, our staff is awesome. Mickey and Ski and Todd and Brent, they work real, and then our support group around them and our GAs. Those guys do an awesome job in our game prep every single week to put a good plan together. But we've recruited well, and guys step up. And again, that's one of those reasons too that we try to play guys as much as we can. I mean, Justin Foster got a lot of experience last year. Nobody really knew much about Justin Foster, but he's starting to kind of hit a stride a little bit. Xavier got a lot of experience. He's had some really good moments. Obviously, he was out today, and I think KJ benefited from the fact that he was able to play 4 games last year and then get his butt in the weight room, and you just see him emerging. Same thing with Logan, those backers. So it's just it's been good. But our back 7, everything starts with our back 7. That group, DK got a little turf toe, so he came out, and Mario stepped up. Mario went in there and made some really nice plays, and our back 7 has been tremendous and very consistent, all year.
How important was the catch by Justin right before the half to make it a 2-score game?
You know what? You just sometimes guys make plays, and Trevor was trying to throw it to where only his guy could catch it. So it was either going to be a great catch or it was out of bounds, and that was really what his thought process was. And I don't know how long he hung in the air, but he was the slam dunk champ in Alabama, and I think he got every ounce of that. It was amazing. What an amazing play. And you know what? Sometimes that's what great players do. They make plays. And that was 2 great players trying to make a play. And so it was good to see. What was that, like a minute 12 or something? 2-minute drive, 1 timeout. That's Wednesday practice for us. Every Wednesday, 2-minute drill and change it up. So a minute 12, 1 timeout. Just trying to come away with points right there. That was big. That was a big momentum swing for us.
Dabo, how important